From Fox 56 News, the weather authority, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, good afternoon. 3 o'clock on the dot on your Friday afternoon. Chief Meteorologist Justin Logan giving you another update on the power outages and where Helene currently is at the moment. First, though, let me show you some of the pictures that you have sent me over on social media. This was on Twitter or X. This was from Tyler over in Mercer County. Warwick Road. Look at this large tree. Let me flip it around so it'll give you a larger view. Look at that. I mean, we're talking some big time trees here and how thick they are at the base. This one was just basically uprooted and just kicked over. The road crews were already out there picking that up. Look, it just barely missed the power line there. That's one picture. This was the second picture that he submitted, is actually a little farther up the road on Warwick Road. You can see the road crews were out there picking up the trees and helping to clean those up. Many of you across the area, especially rural areas, are going to find more and more trees down. This is a tree damage in Frankfurt. This was near Leonard Wood Road is this first picture, and this is actually in front of the Walmart that's over there. But you'll just notice this is a similar scene in a lot of locales. I mean, this tree right here is snapped right at the base. I mean, we were talking gusts earlier today that were in excess of 60 miles per hour in spots. Let me show you what the power outages look like currently in the state. In Fayette County right now, 38,000 customers are still without power. We are the highest in the entire state right now. That again, 38,000 customers. The next highest near us is going to be actually just to the south here into Jessamine County at 6,500. 7,000 customers in Rowan County, 8,000 toward Huntington, and then heading into eastern parts of the state. So these strong winds obviously led to power outages and likely going to last through a better part of the day. Now, what about the winds? What are they doing right now? Are they getting any weaker? Well, let me show you the center of circulation. This is actually what's left of Helene. It was a tropical storm just a little earlier, but at the 2 p.m. update and as it crossed into Kentucky, it's weakened to a depression. So the winds are weaker and it's going to keep getting weaker, but we still have winds gusting on the primarily northern and eastern side of that system, gusting 40 plus. Lexington's 44, 48 Jackson, 47 in McKee, and 42 in Monticello. So even though this is much weaker than where we peaked out with our wind gusts earlier, the problem is the stronger winds earlier likely, or at least potentially, loosened up some tree limbs, and it wouldn't take much more. Another 40, 45 mile per hour gust could still bring some trees down or some power lines down. Not what we obviously want to hear, but it's a possibility. Look deeper in eastern Kentucky, Pikeville, a gust as the Mesonet network there, 57, 26 in North Lexington. So that's a lot lower than earlier. What will happen over the next few hours, even though we have a high wind warning till 8 p.m. for our entire coverage area here, I still expect that as we get into the evening, watch the winds decrease. By 7 p.m., some high school games are still ongoing, at least at this time. At that point, 7:30, 8:30, we're talking about gusts that are substantially lower, in between about the 25 to 35 mile per hour range. Not bad, all right, compared to where it was earlier when we were dealing with 62 mile per hour gusts at Bluegrass Airport. And I was just reading that the peak gust actually was 65. That just came in from the National Weather Service. No wonder we saw 38,000 customers without power, and still do in Fayette County. Let me talk about the rain side of this system, and then we'll show you where it's going and what's expected for the rest of the afternoon in terms of precip. We've really started, as expected, to shut off the rain too. Look to the north, lighter rain Paris and Georgetown and Frankfurt. The rain is definitely still heaviest as we look to the northeast, Nicholas, Fleming, over into parts of Bath. But look at this here. Portsmouth, Ohio, getting back down into Lewis and Grayson, Kentucky, Grayson County, that is. You'll notice here, or Grayson, Kentucky, I should say, that's over off to the north and east. That's moving away from us, and we're going to be watching that rain continue to exit and improving conditions. I didn't mean to hit the 7-day. Bear with me as we go back. We're going to see the rain continue to wrap north within the next couple of hours. And so we're drier now, but we're about to get a whole lot drier as we head into really about 4, 5 o'clock. We're really going to start seeing shut off. This is the future radar, and then we'll show you what's expected. This is 2 hours from now. See that heavy rain that's in northeast Kentucky? that continues to lift out. And what will happen, you see some showers back to the west and even south. It'll become more scattered with the rain. So here's the deal. A quick little breakdown. Again, winds get weaker as we head later into the evening. 7, 8, 9 o'clock, wind gusts are going down. Rain chances from here onward are going down too. There'll be still scattered showers, but nothing as intense as what we've already gone through. So some improvements ahead of us, which is good news. But over the next few hours, definitely be careful out there because some trees could still fall and there's likely still some limbs and even some power lines down across the area. Keep tabs of the forecast on the Fox 56 weather app. Meteorologist Justin Nestor is going to be in here. He is right now. He'll have another update for you coming up at about 4 o'clock, so stick around for that.